Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mansplaining Mike. This is the Mansplaining Mike Show, and I just wanted to go over Trump's vice president pick real quick. He went with J.D. Vance. I think this was a pretty bad idea, seeing as J.D. Vance seems to be really pro-war and really wants to go bomb Iran. He was against funding Israel, but I think bombing Iran is just about the same thing. I mean, yeah, you're not giving the money to Israel for bombs to start World War III. Instead, you want us to get directly involved and start World War III. And here's the proof as to what I'm saying. I'm not just making it up or overreacting. He literally said he thinks that we should bomb Iran.
A lot of people recognize that we need to do something with Iran, but not these weak little bombing runs. If you're going to punch the Iranians, you punch them hard, and that's what he did when he took out Soleimani. By the way, that action, people said that it would lead to broader war. It actually brought peace. It actually checked the Iranians and slowed them down a little bit. But let me just say something about this Iran issue, because maybe the most important diplomatic breakthrough of the Trump administration was the Abraham Accords. If you want to check Iran, the way to do it is to, one, withdraw their oil money, which of course Joe Biden's been bad about, but you've also got to enable the Israelis and the Sunni Arab states to work together and actually provide a counterbalance to Iran. Joe Biden has done nothing. You have the infrastructure there, sitting there, to weaken Iran, to strengthen our ally Israel. Joe Biden's done nothing with it. Donald Trump would reinvigorate it. I think one.
Look, we can't just be blind followers. I love Donald Trump. I love that he's a pro-peace candidate. I love that he kept us out of any wars for the 4 years he was president. But we have to be willing to call out bad decisions too, because he did make some bad decisions. And I think that J.D. Vance will be another bad decision. He's pro-war. He's against the funding of Israel, but he's for going to war for Israel. So we have to look at what it really is. It's not America first when you want to go to war with Iran. We don't have any reason to go to war with Iran. Iran isn't threatening us directly. There's no Iranian missiles flying at the United States. The only reason that this is even coming up is for Israel. And we need to separate ourselves from Israel. We have a constitution that's based on us being a free country. It seems like all we do is get in wars for other people. That's not a free country. We're being controlled by Israel, and it's happening right in front of our face with people like AIPAC and them funding all of our congressmen and all of our House of Representative members. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if J.D. Vance got some AIPAC money. I'd like to look into it a little bit further. But the fact that he's willing to bomb Iran lets me know enough about him where I'm not supportive of J.D. Vance. I, however, will be voting for Donald Trump because he's the best choice that we have. I mean, Joe Biden doesn't know the difference between men and women even. So I'm not going to vote in the interest of women's sports being taken over or women's private places being taken over or my daughter not being able to use a public restroom and be safe. Our choices are a little bit messed up. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Trump wants to go to war. And that's a good enough reason for me to vote for Donald Trump. Maybe he looks at J.D. Vance as an insurance policy. That he thinks that the Democrats won't want to execute him because then J.D. Vance will step up. But the Democrats also want war with Iran. So I don't know how great of an idea that is either. Or how true it is that they wouldn't execute Donald Trump in order to replace him with J.D. Vance. I mean, from everything I've seen, the liberals and the rhinos alike all want to go to war. The only candidates who didn't want to go to war are the MAGA candidates. But J.D. Vance, he's just kind of posing as a MAGA candidate at this point. Because like I said, there's no reason for us to go to war with Iran other than people's undying support for Israel. And we need to get away from that before we cost a whole lot of people their lives in a nuclear war. Those are just my opinion, guys. I mean, somebody else might have a different opinion. But I'm not sure. I mean, I'm positive that they do. I mean, there's a lot of people that are applauding getting into war with Iran, and I don't think they know what that comes with. And if they do, they're pushing for population control because there's no way that a lot of lives aren't lost in a war like that. But I'm signing off, guys. You guys have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.